for that to be the case. So I would suggest that take them with a massive pinch of solera, a lot of
Yeah,
salt.
this story sounds fake. Yeah, this story
Let's
sounds
not
fake,
because
but
let's
there was.
let's not forget a Ukrainian woman in UK that was complaining. I don't like this country. Too many black people, too many Muslims and stuff. Everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
She doesn't like your voice. You have to accept it.
I know.
No Facebook dating for you.
It's a German tradition. It's a Ukrainian German traditions.
She was staying in Birmingham.
Yeah,
Birmingham
it was
is
funny. I remember seeing that
Birmingham
story.
is-
She's like, "There's a lot of Arabs here and
Yeah.
Indians and blacks.
Yeah.
The smells and all this shit." I was like, "Well, you moved in the middle of fucking London, bitch. What did you think was gonna happen?"
Birmingham is a city full of these people.
I mean, it would be like moving to any American city. Oh, it's like, yeah, lady, everybody lives together.
my kids, my kids don't feel comfortable going to school with Muslim and black people. Oh, fuck off.
Boy, difficult to avoid that one.
But that's
That's
what they
because y'all
wanted,
got
right?
machetes and stuff. Y'all swinging machetes around all the time. I'd be scared too.
I wonder what they imagine when they when they champion and very happy about Ukraine joining the EU, join the EU zone and join NATO, what they expect. This is Europe. This is Western Europe for you,
The problem is many countries that joined the EU in the last couple of years are expecting a bunch of money, if we are honest. A bunch of money from the EU to support their economy. It's nothing else like that. It's not like cultural influence or something like that. It's only money for the EU, and where the money goes, nobody knows. So that's
Well, what do you mean?
basically the
Nobody
thing
knows?
even about the EU. I mean,
money
look,
goes to Ukraine?
Croatia at the present is receiving a lot of money for reconstruction after the earthquake.
no.
You
The
know,
thing is,
That's
the problem
it's
is
very controlled process of getting the money. It's heavily controlled process. It's
do you
not
really
who
think
knows where the money goes.
but do you really think that it's gonna be the case in Ukraine? I would argue that, or say that
No,
Croatia, even as a
you
culture, is different than Ukraine. So to me,
sure.
it seems more that Ukraine, even if they get the money from the EU, they're joining you, get the money from you. Not all of the money is going to the things the EU initially thought they would invest in Ukraine. So that was my point. And even in some other countries in the EU, it's the case. I'm not talking about Croatia. But there are still specific countries, even if they are monitoring them, nobody knows exactly where the money goes 100%. You can't be 100% sure that all the, for example, 10 billions the EU is spending in the country for economic reasons is going to be or landing in economic for a specific country. That's my point I'm making, and it's
No,
a little
Ukraine is
different.
not gonna be
Why?
joining EU. Ukraine
Yeah,
is
for
not
sure,
gonna
but
be joining.
it's an example.
It's
I was
just a bait.
saying that.
Countries,
I was saying
countries,
that
to
countries like Romania and Bulgaria got nothing to offer in EU, nothing at all.
yeah,
What you
for
mean
sure.
nothing
They
to
go,
offer?
they go
It's not
people
about
to work.
offering.
Definitely,
It's not
There's
about
a
offering
I'm
anything.
just
It's
I'm
about
just
there's a
talking.
cooperation,
Spanish
And by the way,
larger
don't get me wrong,
population, cooperate.
Jordan, don't get me wrong, but your country is too small to be a country. I feel
there's a Spanish
I
you
feel
should
triggered,
channel
be
I
better.
follow.
That's
Croatia,
why European.
Croatia
That's
would
why
be
European
better.
Union. That's why European Union, because
There's
countries are small, too small. So as part of the large country, you're not small anymore. Of course, inside this European Union, we are very
You,
small,
I
insignificant.
think you should
But
go back to
as
you
part of it,
should go back. In the days, just make one big country like
yeah,
before
it's way
Yugoslavia
better.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Because
But now
EU
each country, one by
EU is
one, is
dying.
entering EU. So we're getting back
EU is
together
dying.
again.
EU is dying.
You see,
There
you see,
will be a
the
day.
British
There
talking
will
about
be a
Brexit,
day.
they're trying to,
German
Yeah,
and
yes,
France
yes.
gonna say. German and
Advising
France
with
gonna
Brexit,
say
yeah.
enough is enough.
No, but my
Did-
initial point was that many countries that are hoping to get into you are just hoping for getting money for the economy and other reasons. It's nothing else. Like, they're portraying it as a cultural thing nowadays, but it isn't the case. It's only about money, and that was my initial point I was making. So all the other other discussions don't
it's not,
pointed at me. So
Yeah, but
it's not,
you're
it's not so
100%
much about,
correct, Nico. You're 100%
it's not so
correct.
much about that.
Don't worry about that.
One part of the population is looking for the easy access to the European job market. Another
Absolutely.
part is looking. Okay, another part is looking for some benefits from the EU, and of course, it comes. Some part of the population always gets benefits, while others suffer because of it. Someone always benefits from it, right? And the third part of it is looking for the less corruption, because EU offers you less corruption also, because the process of the funds, collection of the funds, it's so strict, it's so collected, it's really difficult.
the same
It's
EU?
was was
let him speak his point. Let him speak
it's
his point.
the same. It's a how to say, there's some processes, that corruption processes, that are still there, but to much lesser extent, than previously. They forced us to put our prime minister in jail before entering EU. Okay, it was so corrupt. There was a video of him dealing with the sale of the oil industry here. So that's why it was too open, and they forced us. Merkel forced us to put him in jail. And now,
Was he guilty?
after 10 years,
Was
oh
he
yeah,
guilty?
definitely.
Okay, then
Yeah,
why
there's a
somebody should
video.
force you to put somebody guilty in jail? I mean, there shouldn't be EU to tell you, European Union
What you
to
mean?
tell you that the one who steals money should go in jail.
Macedonia doesn't need to be forced to cut corruption. What are you saying? That you don't need
Nobody
someone
needs
to
to
force
force us.
your
That should be
politicians to cut the corruption?
they're too corrupt. But again, nobody can force us. You understand me? That's a
one
process
thing
that
is
we need to
one thing,
evolve to. You understand me?
Let them finish
but
you.
it helps. There's a help.
I'm
There's
sure
a
there
help.
This is the thing. What
there
happened
was
with European
One
Union?
thing is to say. One thing is to say should, what should be ideal world. Another thing is to say we need help with cutting down the corruption.